What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rock Steady in the building. Today we in the kitchen, and today I want to show everybody as I prep some beef cheeks. Okay, so this is about 2.5 pounds. These are $4.79 a pound, so about $12, $13. So altogether we got about $25 worth of meat here. And these beef cheeks are going to be smoked and braised for barbacoa. So we're gonna make tacos. Shout out to the Moa Glenn Harley. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, get them open. We're gonna get them trimmed up. There's a lot of stuff on here that you wanna cut away. So out of these 2.5 pounds, we may get at least 2 pounds of meat. So we'll see. But let's open these up and get to trimming. Okay, so let's get to cutting. All right, so as you can see again here, big piece, got a lot of connective tissue, fat, stuff like that. Like all of this is no good. So out of 2.5 pounds, we might get about 1.5 pounds. Haven't found anywhere where they are come pre-trimmed, but they're probably pretty much a lot higher. So let's get this meat out of here. Now, supposedly you could take this and render the fat out of it. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. All right, so we're looking good here. So get this one, finally get it trimmed up a little bit. You know, some of this connective tissue, the silver skin, we'll try to get some of this off, but we're just gonna keep trimming. All right, so this one is pretty much looking good. You know, it's not a lot, but again, this will smoke up and braise. It's gonna be like butter. All right, so we'll leave that in there. We're looking good on that. So let's, yeesh. Okay. All right, this boy here. Here we go. So that's what we got. That's what we're looking like. So cleaned up beef cheek, ready to smoke. We'll go with the other one. So this is not a lot, as you can see, but let's get it. Okay, so we got this one pretty cleaned up. It's not a lot there, but it is what it is. Okay, last one. Okay, so that one's pretty decent. Get this last one, and we're ready to salt this up and get him in the refrigerator and let him do what he do. Okay, close enough for gumbo, right? All right, so there we go. Got the beef cheeks cleaned up. There's not a lot left. So we started out with almost 5 pounds. This is what we got left. So let's clean this up real quick. Let's see how much actual meat we got raw, because of course we're gonna cook this, so it's gonna shrink even more. So end of the day, we start out with 5 pounds. We might be lucky to get away with 2. So at $4 a pound, this is $10 worth. $10 worth of meat. Crazy. All right, so get this in there. Okay. All right. Okay, so we measured this in ounces. And I'm gonna get a piece of plastic. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brine it in this bag. We're just gonna salt them up and put them in this bag. So let's just do that. So first, let's just get them. I'll be right back. We're gonna get everything cleaned up, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna brine it and get it in the bag and weigh it. All right, so we got everything rinsed off here. So I'm just gonna dry these. Get any extra moisture off. So we just wanna get this nice. Okay, so got our scale. Actually, no, let's get this salted up. Okay. So this is actually coarse sea salt, coarse crystals. Coarse salt will help you apply less, believe it or not. Even though they look big, you can kind of see it a lot better than the fine crystals, and make sure you don't oversalt it. But the whole purpose of this is to get salt. This is going to help it retain moisture as well as stay juicy. This should do what we need to do. Let's get this in the bag. So we got this 10 o'clock now. About 2 o'clock we should be able to put these on it. I want to say we got to smoke these for probably about 2 hours, maybe max, because these are small cuts, but also we just want to get them up to an internal temp of about 180, 185. And then at that point, we'll go ahead and put it in the braise. We got some beef fat, got some bacon fat, beef bacon fat that I be saving. So all this right here is just gonna put way more extra flavor in there. All right, so we got it done. All right, let's see what we got for weight. So we have 45 ounces. So pound is 16 ounces. 16 and 16 is 32. And then we got we got about 3 pounds. Almost 3 pounds. But 48 would be 3 pounds, so we got 45. So 3 ounces less. That ain't too bad. Started out with 5, ended up with 3. All right, so with that, we're gonna get this in the refrigerator. And when it's ready to get seasoned up and put on the smoker, I'll come back. Deuces. All right, what's up? We back. So it's about 4 hours later. So these have been dry brining, and now we're gonna pull them out, put some rub on them, and let them come to room temp. While we're waiting for that, we will go ahead, and while we're waiting on that, we'll go ahead and get the smoker going. Okay, so as far as rub, this is my own rub. It's all in here. In here, I've got crushed red pepper. I've got regular black pepper. I've got some brown sugar, dark brown for a nice crust. I've got garlic powder, onion powder, mustard powder. There's a couple of things in here, but good enough. All right. The other thing I started doing is getting these whole hooks. And these work really nice, and that's what I'm gonna do. So instead of just laying it on the grill, I'll just hook it, let it hang inside the smoker. And I got 4 of them, so I got 10 total, but these 4 I think should be enough. So let's get these out. Okay, yeah, these look nice. So they got a nice tacky feel. These smell real beefy. Real beefy. Okay. Oh yeah, these are nice. All right, so these already have a nice tacky feel to them. There's not a lot that I have to, normally I would put a binder on here, but these look fine just as is. So So I'm just gonna pat these dry just a little bit. Pat these dry, and then put the rub on them. So, like I said, we're gonna make tacos with these. So these are gonna, after they get braised, we'll just be able to pull it apart. So we're gonna get some fresh onions chopped up, some cilantro, some lime juice. I got some salsa in here that I'm just fire. We put some of that on, and yeah. But that's what they look like. Just put them in this pan here. We'll just let them get to room temp. Looks like we need one more hook. I think I can go one hook with these. These are plenty strong, and one for each one of the other ones. So I'll grab another hook. All right. But when I come back, we'll have the smoker up and running. Put a lot of these in there and let them do what it do. Deuces. All right, we back. So we got some cherry wood. You can see it's smoking. That means it's ready to smoke. So let's get it. All right. Woo. Okay. So we got these on the hook here. We just go reach up in there and get them on there. Big ways. But wood chunks is burning a little too much. Okay. All right. So y'all can see, got that in there. We're gonna let it do what it do. I was supposed to take these chunks and soak them, and I didn't do that. Yeah, we messed it up around our way today. All right. So let's let this do what it do, and I'll be back in 2 hours. Deuces. Okay. All right. So these have been on there and are temping at this one's 150. This is 160. So I gotta make a run, so I want to get these in here and let them start confiting. So at this point, I've got my oven heated up. I got my fat. So we'll get this in here. This has already been heating up. Like that. Now let's go ahead and cover it in foil. You're just gonna let that cook away for a couple hours. And let's see what we get. Rock steady-o. All right, we are back. These have been confiting in fat for about 2 hours, a little bit, two and a half hours. So now, clean the temp on them. And they are pro tender, temping at 207, 210 on these big ones, 201, 184, okay. All right, but these mugs are tender, definitely pro tender. So let's pull one out. It's gonna fall apart on us. So look at that. Okay. like butter. Okay. Now the true test. Is it tender? Is this tenderness? Hold on. All right, here we go. So we're just gonna pick one of these up. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that collagen there. You can see that. Ooh, it's hot. Let's pull a bite off here. Oh, this is just super tender. Super hot too. Okay. Oh. Okay. Beefy. Rich. Fire. Fire as fuck. Okay. These right here, let's make some tacos. Look at that. Okay. Everything's ready. Let's put together some tacos. All right, we got some tortillas here that we have toasted up nicely. Look at that. I'm just gonna grab one here. These little nuggets and some body meat. Grab half of that. Look at that. Let's break that up a little bit. Just look how that tears apart. Oh, that meat looks so good. This is like actually probably like eating an oxtail. Okay. Got our meat in there. Keeping this real simple. Chopped onions and some lime. Put some onion on there. And also I do got some pickled onions and jalapeno. I'm gonna throw a little bit of that on there. Made that myself. This is great for cutting through any fatty food, heavy food. A little bit of this. Nice little tart vinegar. Little heat from the jalapenos. So we're gonna throw a little bit of that on there. Dress it up. Yes it up. Grab a jalapeno. One more. Okay. I'm gonna throw some cilantro on here. Okay. Get the squeeze lime. One for you. One for you. Okay. Last but not least, I got some salsa ranch. This is really good. Ooh, that. Give a little dab just for a little creaminess. Let's taste one. And chisel. All right, here we go. This is fire. The pickled onions, definitely perfect. Meat tender, beefy, fresh cilantro.